words of the Rasta man say. Babylon, your throne gone down, gone down. Babylon, your throne gone down.
Windows of Displacement is a human story about where humanity is and where humanity can go.
Saying, fly away home to Zion, fly away home.
This show definitely moved me, and that's why obviously I've seen it for 3 times. It was, for me, it was inspirational.
One bright morning, when my work is over, I will fly away home.
Yes, I've seen it once in Huddersfield. I've seen it in video, the performance he did in London, where he put a few more things on top of what he did in Huddersfield. And then I was like, I really want to see that live, so I've seen it again in Leeds.
I was born where the sun forever shines, and the cool breeze vanquishes the stress from your mind.
The show did move me through a whole range of emotions, joy and laughter, through to sorrow and shame. It was good, it was like a roller coaster of emotion. So yeah, that was good.
The who, where and when of all.
The inspiration was with the song, Jordan River song, and it being a song which refers to migrating, and also that then set me on a journey to explore to reflect on my personal migration, coming from Jamaica to England, and then becoming a British citizen, and I really took time to reflect on that.
He could make it visually clear to everyone, like when he was slapping himself, I was straight away knew that he was going to talk about slavery. It was really, really linked together. I was really impressed by both.
In one word, I would describe the show as a reawakening. Originally I was going to say awakening, but I realised that when I was younger and a child, a teenager, I was quite more activisty and doing things, but then as you grow older you become complacent. So for me it was a reawakening.
Yeah, it's a really brilliant performance. And it's the energy of Akeim for me that makes the whole thing work.
Was one of the most surreal experiences of my life. I felt as if the past decade was obsolete, and yet it was very much in the forefront of my mind.
For me personally, I have to see in the eyes of the other that he's believing on what he's doing. I have to see the fire. I have to see the thought behind it, and he had everything in there.
As those years were spent jumping through more hoops, spending plenty of money, getting pieces of paper signed and stamped by people who were given power.
I'm not really sure if it would have worked that way if somebody else was doing it.
My life could begin again.
Looking at society, what is happening at the time, and still is happening, people being, dehumanized as a crisis, the refugee crisis. As a crisis that people need to be somewhere safe. The crisis is the war, the crisis is the famine, the crisis is the assimilation of these people as something other, and it's something that it's a pattern that's been going on and still happens, and it's as if the masses in the West, us as people, we're not as awake to it as we need to be, or we are, but we don't know how to battle it. We just get bombarded with the information and not really sure of how to actually tackle it, and that's the reason why I made the piece.
Child travels here with bullets missing, them see uncle, auntie, cousin, brother.
I felt I needed to make something to bring into realization that something wrong is happening. Yeah.
Child doesn't wish to eat your fear, this pleasure.
People say I'm covering a lot of things within this piece, but I feel like, yes, I'm covering a lot of things, but I have to because they're all connected. You know, colonialism is a macrospective to gentrification, and gentrification is local colonialism.
People are taken from their homes and brought to a new land against their will.
When Akeim was talking about his own personal experience, I remember feeling embarrassed at the way our country treats people. And then when he was talking about Congo and slavery histories, kind of shame, but then he pulls you out of it.
Imperial warmongers, determined with their mind set on monetary gain, they continue to create stress for the worldly brain.
You could see it in his eyes, you know, it was a lot of strong messages there, you know, him with his dreads in the face and his eyes being on fire. You could see that everybody was feeling what he was trying to do. So yeah, it was a little bit of a roller coaster, you know. It was like funny and then nice and then, you know, like thinking about it and thinking what you can do, what you can bring to the society and to everyone. It was, yeah, a bit of everything.
Down Emmanuel Road, big up Rock Rockstone. Down Emmanuel Road, big up Rock Rockstone. Rock them one by one, rock them two by two. Finger mash to remember I play.
It's made me really open up even more about where the piece can go. I see it going in many different spaces now, in terms of to different age groups. So it was, I shared it with a group of teenagers. You know, there were art students, some of them were dance students, some of them were media students, and when it came onto the Q&A, a lot of them were shy to speak about politics, which I find that's a problem because they're 17-year-olds, they're 18-year-olds, so they're just about to vote, yet they're insecure about politics. That is what's wrong, you know. And you know, we say we don't want Brexit, we say we don't want this, we don't want that. Well, the young people are here to change that, but they're not being educated about it to change it. They're just being misled, and it's just wrong. So I feel like this piece can live in a academic, educational, higher educational space, and also in theatre spaces around the world. I really don't see any limitations.
We are here now to reclaim our lives, not from people, but from a system which works as an illusion of freedom.
I always thought I had it in me to create, but I never thought people would see me as someone who could create and trust me to do that. So it's really been great. I've been really grateful and really blessed to get all the support. It's been great. Yeah.
We wish utopia was an end goal. Truth is, utopia is a constant search, a journey to be lived and aspired to.
Thoroughly entertaining, and you can take it at whichever level you want. You know, it was funny and great. There's great dance, and the singing was beautiful, and you know, you can. Yeah, no, it's great. I think it's great.
It's not their fault to be thy enemy.
You could see him feeling it on his dance, you know, every move, every, you know, you could see his fingers, you could see everything. It was just fantastic, explosive for me.
Be aware of the battle.
I would even say it the fourth time because he keeps adding things on it, and he just makes it better and better every time.
Aware of the constant weakening
of our might.
You know, as long as there is that need, I will continue to do the piece and push it out there. I just want to finish it and get it to the place that I imagine it being, so that it can touch as many people as it possibly can in as many ways as it needs to.
Gudong Emmanuel Road, Figo broke Rockstone, broke them one by one, broke them two by two.
And once it's there, I'm gonna just put it out there as much as I possibly can.
Gudong Emmanuel Road, Figo broke Rockstone, Gudong Emmanuel Road, Figo broke Rockstone, broke them one by one, broke them two by two. Inga mash, don't cry.